All right, Preston with N3 Boatworks. I am outside, a little change of scenery from our normal photo booth because we got some construction going on in there. So I wanted to get some clear audio today. But this is a 2017 Super Air Nautique G23. We took it on trade. This is a boat we've serviced since it was brand new. Originally a Nautique demo boat. So it is fully loaded, and we've done a bit of work to this one to get it looking like it does, because it's got 900 hours on it. So I'll detail this a little bit in terms of what we've done to it, but we've done a lot of just exterior reconditioning. It has basically 85-90% of the interior's new. But it is a pretty boat, and it is ready to hit the lake, sitting in midnight blue, hull, bottom, and forward stripe. Also have a little bit of that on the flight control tower. Sits on a tandem axle matching boatmate trailer with electric over hydraulic brakes. It's got matte black 18-inch wheels with brown sea deck. Accent stripe on the boat is in silver cloud, and we've got gunmetal flake on the main. Has the design package, so we do have the vents on the windshield with the color matched surround on that. Also has white Chromax lettering on it. Sharp boat. I'm going to be nitpicky about any cosmetic blemishes on the boat, but there are some to be expected on a boat that's got 900 hours on it. This boat was trailered a lot. So we've gone through the trailer top to bottom, got new tires. I think we put a new fender on it. But always been a fan of this one. It's just a kind of a classic, pretty boat. We do have Nautique bimini top, vertical clamping board racks, and 4 JL88 tower speakers with covers on them. Let's go through, check out some of the blemishes on this thing. I'll start with the trailer up front. There's a little bit of paint chipping up here around the rotating tongue. And you're gonna see just some little rock chips around the frame. Because this thing had some miles on it. It would travel between Indianapolis and Kentucky pretty regularly. The exterior gel looks great. We did some gel repair, some buffing, things like that. But you're gonna see scuffs on the hull from coming on and off the trailer a lot. Particularly steep ramps, you can get the forward part of the nose into these bunks coming on, because just based on the angle. Any G is gonna have scuffs on the bunks. This one probably has a little bit more up front here than you'd see on some, just again, based on the ramp it was dropped in on all the time. We also have, oh, there, that's just some leftover residue. This stuff just wipes right off. There we go. So don't worry about that. The chines are looking good. But we do have some scuffs on the hull. Moving on. Gel coat down the sides of the boat. This thing would tie up to a houseboat for some weekends throughout the summer. And metal flake is sometimes known to get slight discoloration to it from sitting in the water for periods of time. So you can see just that dark line just above the white accent stripe there. That kind of carries just from here to about right here below the air logo on that. Fender here has a tiny bend in it, nothing major. Coming around the back corners, we do have Nautique surf system on this boat. We've got underwater lights, surf pipe, a brand new 17 by 17 inch prop. This boat does run 2-to-1 gear reduction. Platform ladders mounted on there as well. And then the trailer does have the steps and straps here on the back. I believe we put all new sea deck down on the platform. We also reconditioned the platform. A lot of boats you just see scuffs and dings and things on between. There's still a couple small ones here, but our guys went ahead and just took this old sea deck off, buffed on this whole platform, and put new sea deck on. Walking down, we've got a couple light scuffs here on this rear corner. There's a couple light scratches here in the metal flake. There you can see it in the sun. Another scuff right here. You can't feel that with your finger. It might even come off with my fingernail, maybe some acetone. But anyways, nothing major. Our Super Aeronautique Chromax here, there's just some scuffing around some of the edges on the letters, but nothing super offensive. No gouges in the metal flake anywhere. Really no gouges in the gel coat at all. Just some scuffs, mainly the hull. There's a light scuff there. Coming around to the bow, got another one right here. You can see that. But overall, again, looks pretty stinking good for the use that it's seen. Up here on this chine right here, got a little bit of a scuff on that too. But beyond that, the exterior is looking pretty good. It's just kind of when you get up on it, you see some of that little light stuff on it. So anyways, let's jump inside. Try not to make this too terribly long of a video, but I want to try to be relatively detailed since people want to know kind of the condition on a boat with 900 hours. So on the back, it does have a transom remote. We've got the vents here, a little bit of scuff on this edge on this vent, and a little bit on this top piece here. Coming over to the other side, similar story, just on this inner piece on the edge. Otherwise, looks really good. The gel coat on the back looks great. And our sea deck all through the interior is pretty nice. You'll have a couple little nicks here and there, mainly on the high traffic area through this walkthrough. But honestly, you get that on about any boat, just with sea deck being a softer material. New sun pads, both sides. Our interior, basically almost every seat base through the main and around the bow and then the sun pads has been replaced with brand new skins. Colors, we've got frost gray as our main with mystic white texture vinyl here. We have mystic white seat boxing as well, and then midnight blue piping to match. So you got a touch of blue through the interior to go with the exterior of the boat. Again, we got that two-tone flight control tower. There are a couple scuffs here and there on that. Mainly up top, this tower had to be folded pretty often on one of the lakes it lived on. So you got a couple nicks up on the top here. This handle's got a little bit of wear on it just from, again, being used all the time. I think, almost at any day that this boat hit the lake here local, they had to fold the tower to get out to the main body of water to go under a bridge. Side looks just fine, little scuff there. And then up top on the tower, kind of similar here. Boom, boom. That's just from the bimini. When you open the bimini, it rests here. So nothing abnormal there. Stepping down, got a nice step pad here. Obviously, brown sea deck like we saw on the transom platform. This G23, like most G23s, or all G23s from 2020 and older, has 2,850 pounds of ballast. It's all subfloor. We've got rope hooks here, Same thing on the other side. And it has a H6 6.2 liter engine from PCM. It's a 450 horsepower direct injection engine. It's got, again, 900 hours on the dot. Freshly serviced. We did everything in terms of maintenance items on this. So everything's fresh, all your fluids, filters, impeller. I think we did a V-drive service on this as well. And it's ready to roll. Close this up. The combing pads weren't replaced. So around the side, you'll see a couple little spots. I think I saw some splits. Let me try and find them again. There's nothing crazy. Yes, over here, combing pad. You got a little split there. Seat bases all look great. If we open up storage, got a battery charger on here. Continuing storage into the back from there. Our back center seat here. Both the lean back and the base were replaced. So those look brand new. Fold that and slide it back. More storage on this side, continues on to the back. We do have cup holder lighting on here. So it's got blue interior lights in the bow and the main cabin of the boat. Our SeaDeck flooring in here, it's got a little chunk right here and a little stab wound right there, as well as back here. Boom, boom. Nothing too terribly crazy. It does have the Studio Elite stereo package, so we have 6 interior speakers, the wavefront speakers up here under the windshield. Then we have dual subs under our love seat. There's one 12-inch JL sub. There's another stashed underneath that kick panel on the driver's side. So this has as much stereo as you could option. Again, tower speakers up top. These have the covers with them. They're a little faded, but they're in good shape. See on both sides here. Clamping board racks. This one's got a couple little scuffs and mars on it, but yeah, nothing too terribly offensive on that. The other side is actually a brand new board rack right here. We have heated love seat, heated driver's seat. We have, again, the heater outlets. You got one down here, one at the driver's feet, and then the defroster vent up top. And then it has the pocket door air dam that slides out and blocks off the walk-through into the bow. If we hop in the glove box, we have a JL Audio head unit in there, as well as some charging ports, little storage trays. Windshield has the vents, like I mentioned earlier, with the design package, so you can open those up for some airflow. I'm gonna flip the battery on real quick, power this thing up. Let's talk about the driver's seat. Driver's seat's in good shape on the vinyl. You do have a small split here and a small split up on the front, and then down in this corner right here. That's only on the bolstered piece. On the back, the shell has a little bit of scuff going on right here, this lower edge. So nothing crazy. Got a couple here on that. Coming up to the screen, we got Helm Command, which is the first year for Helm Command on the G's, and a whole new Link Panorama screen. You can see 900 hours right on the dot right there. But the screen works really well. It's touch. You can use the Helm Command dial over here to navigate it as well. You do have a little bit of air bubble here on the sides and the outside of the screen, but nothing on the center part. I'm just getting that around the edge where the glass, kind of the top layer of glass meets the under layer. But no concerns there. I mean, everything, kick the ballast, nothing's affecting the touch screen abilities on this boat at all. So there we go. Vinyl across the dash looks great. We do have the bigger mirror on here. Opening up, this opens up to our trash can. And up in the bow, we have new seat base. This does have the armrests that pop up. There's a little scuff on this corner here into the vinyl. And the bow filler cushion was not replaced. But you do have a little crack there in the corner and another over here. But everything else up front's new. Otherwise, the only thing to point out is this thing was just kind of dented in. The speaker cap was, or the speaker cover was kind of dented in on this lower edge here. But nothing's broken. It's just kind of pushed in ever so slightly. A little bit of peeling going on just from the sun. But that's your bow. Great storage under there as well. This boat also has fender pros. So you have clips for all the fenders right there. So we'll come with all of those. And a nice factory cover with the boat as well. So that's me being nitpicky. I think this thing's in awesome shape. It's ready to hit the lake. There's just some little things, again, from some use, which is normal with a boat of this hours. It's ready to roll. We've gone through it top to bottom. If you have any questions, you can hit us up. Our phone number here at N3 Boatworks is 317-845-9253. And thanks for taking the time to watch our video. Tried to be as detailed as possible.